G'day guys, how are ya? 618 Barbell has another massive comp coming up on the 11th of December, this Saturday. This will be our 4th year running our annual deadlift only competition at Big Shed Brewing. December 11th, lifting starts at 11. We're super pumped for it. We've got a list of 60 lifters, so we're going to be running 4 flights of deadlifts in one of the best breweries in South Australia. So I thought I'd just jump in today and do a quick rundown, a brief run through of how the day is going to run, just so you athletes sort of know what time you're going to need to be ready. Just a little bit less stress on the day for you, all right? So hopefully this helps out. If you do have any questions and I don't cover anything, please do reach out or chuck them in the comments on this video, direct message, email, however you can get in contact with us before Saturday, and we'll do our best to sort you out. First of all, weigh-ins. So if this is our first comp, because we have an open division, which is a mix of novices, more experienced lifters, just not on the capo books. Some of those lifters may not know what a weigh-in is and why we do it. So the importance of a weigh-in is for us to get your body weight, so we can use that with your best deadlift to put into the Gloss-Brenner formula and work out a point system, so we can tally places from first through to last place. We also need to get your opening deadlift attempt when you weigh in. So remember, we are going to have 3 deadlifts on the day: our opener, our second, and our third. All you need to let us know is your opener before the comp starts. Then you're going to select your second and your thirds as you go through, which we'll probably go through in this video. But openers need to be put in your weigh-in. They can be changed up to, I believe it's 10 minutes before your flight starts. I might need to double check that. But we need it in there just so we can get the computer system sorted and ready to roll. Okay, so the weigh-ins are available from 12 p.m. until 8 p.m. at 618 Barbell, Unit 1 of 7, McGowan Street, Paraka. If you can't make it for a Friday weigh-in, you can weigh in on the Saturday of the competition, but it is strictly between 9 a.m. and 10 a.m. at Big Shed Brewing, 1154, that's probably not the right way to say it, Old Port Road, Royal Park. It is strictly between 9 and 10 a.m. If you are not weighed in before 10 a.m. on the Saturday, or done it previously on the Friday, you will not end up lifting, okay? So that is very, very important. You'll weigh in clothes without shoes, or down to your briefs if you want. Please, if you are under 18 and you're weighing in, please bring a adult with you just to be your guardian as that is happening. Once that's all done, then we've just got the competition day. So you guys will be free to rock up from about just before, obviously, weigh-ins, or get there around about 10 o'clock. After everybody's weighed in, we will have a lifters meeting for all the athletes at 10:20 a.m. And this is where we're just going to briefly run through the way to put your attempts in, answer any questions that anybody has, and then get stuck into the warm-ups, all right? So be there. Doesn't matter what flight you're in. If you have any questions, or you're not sure how the day is going to go, make sure you're there at 10:20 a.m. on the Saturday for a lifters meeting. After that's finished, some of our lifters will start warming up. I'm going to go through some rough times for them in a second. We'll do a quick spectators brief, just running through some of the venue's COVID restrictions and stuff with the spectators. Examples of like sitting while drinking and eating and stuff like that, or wearing masks otherwise. That reminds me as well, all athletes are going to have to bring masks with them. You will have to have masks on the venue, but you won't have to wear them whilst you're actually lifting, okay? But walking around, going to the toilet, grabbing your bag and stuff, we have to adhere to all these rules because we need to respect the venue. So please have your masks handy. Obviously checking in with QR codes and stuff as well needs to be done. Okay, so lifting will start at 11 a.m. strict. We have 4 flights for the day. We have 2 open flights and 2 capo flights, which is really awesome. We're pumped on these numbers. So thanks everybody for getting involved. Flight A will be lifting first at 11. So these are some very rough times that your flight will be warming up and hitting the platform. And by rough, I mean they're probably on the longer side. We're probably going to run through a flight of deadlifts within about 30 minutes, I'd guess, but we're allowing 45 minutes per flight. So everything after flight A may push forwards a little bit. So you want to probably be there from the start of the day to keep an eye on that. You're not going to know what flight you're in, apart from open or capo, until all the weigh-ins are done and we have everybody's opening attempts to put into the program, the software system. Okay, so I'd get there early. But roughly Flight A will start warming up at 10:30 for they'll have about half an hour. They're going to hit the platform at 11 a.m. and their lifts will probably go out to 11:45 roughly. Flight B will start warming up their deadlifts while Flight A are lifting. So they'll start warming up at 11 a.m. and they'll hit the platform approximately 11:45 a.m. and lift through to 12:30 a.m. We will have a 15-minute break at 12:30 or after Flight B deadlifts finish, just for our ref spotters and loaders to go duck off to the toilet or grab a drink if they need to. They work really hard through the day, so we can't just run them for 3 hours straight. Then lifting will resume with Flight C hitting the platform at 12 a.m. 12:45 a.m. Roughly through to a 1:30. I almost had this, and now gonna balls it all up, aren't I? So Flight C will be warming up from 12 a.m., hitting the platform roughly at 12:45 till 1:30. Flight D will be warming up at 12:45 a.m. and roughly hitting the platform at 1:30 p.m. through till 2:15 p.m. Whew, got him. All right, so that's roughly how it's going to go. Like I said, everything may shuffle forwards 5, 10, 15 minutes, or if something goes wrong, it may shuffle back a little bit. But there's some rough times for you to keep an eye on and just be organized, okay? As mentioned, you don't need to give your second or third attempts until after your first. So after you've hit your first attempt, you'll let the table know your second on the side of the platform, go off, wait for your second, and then let them know your third after you've done your second. All of this will be going through in the morning meeting. Just a few other rough things that we want to cover. The open division is technically a novice rule, so you do not need to wear a soft suit, but you do have to wear enclosed footwear, whether that's deadlift slippers or shoes. You have to wear socks that reach the bottom of your knee but don't cover your knee. This is for shin coverage to stop the bar grinding your shin off the bar and then grinding into the next person's shin. So this is, there is no bending on this. You have to have shin coverage. Get some socks. If you don't, the worst case is I'm going to come and cover your shins with so much medical tape that it tears the skin off once you've finished. All right, get your socks ready, guys. It's hygiene is important for everybody. T-shirts or a singlet or a muscle top is fine to wear in the novice division. We have to wear above the knee shorts, or we can wear full length tights or short length tights. We just need to be able to see your knees clearly, so no long shorts or no tracksuit pants, please. All belts are okay in a novice standard division anyway. Moving on to the capo division, same deal. We have to have the enclosed footwear, deadlift slippers or shoes. Our socks have to be up to the bottom of the knee. We must wear our soft suit because it is a sanctioned competition. T-shirt can be worn under the soft suit or does not need to be because we're not benching or deadlifting. And specific powerlifting belts are all that's allowed, so there's not allowed to be any padding inside those belts, guys. So if you're not familiar with that, send us a message, get in touch, or you may be lifting without a belt on the day. We can't bend the rules on that, okay? All right, so that's pretty much it for the lifters, covering things. A few other things just to mention. Look, if you've got spectators coming, we've plastered this all over our socials and stuff like that and the events. But spectators can't just rock up and assume that they're going to get a table to watch, so they need to book a seat, and you have to be seated to watch due to COVID capacity. So the booking link is on our, what's it called, our profile, the About Me on our Instagram, whatever that's called. That'll go straight through the Big Shed's booking system. If you can't get through there, do give them a phone call on the number provided, and they might be able to slot you in somewhere. If you don't have a table, you can't come, okay? Please respect the venue when you're there with your bags and your equipment and stuff like that. We're very lucky that Big Shed hosts us, so just do your best to keep it clean and tidy and everything safe. If any of the staff there ask you to do anything, even if it's at a really awkward time, please do your best just to do it, just to respect the venue. As I said, we're so lucky to be doing it, and we want to keep doing it for years to come. Food and drink will obviously be available from Big Shed. They have some of the best feeds going around, and they have great non-alcoholic and alcoholic beverages, obviously being a brewery, available. And so make sure you chuck them some bucks there and support the venue like that. And finally, we will have these shirts for sale on the day. Our Big Deads at the Big Shed 2021 shirt. These will be for sale for $45, and we'll have a pre-order set up online as well if you do miss out on picking them up, because we only have X amount to sell in stock. Okay, so keep your eye out for that. Grab one if you want. And a couple of other awesome things is we'll have a star photographer floating around taking photos of the athletes like we have at every other comp. Those photos will be made available free of charge to the athletes a few weeks, maybe give it like 3-4 weeks this time just because Christmas is coming up for the editing to happen, but you'll be provided with them for free afterwards. And we'll also have a professional videographer rolling around getting some sweet clips of some lifting as well. Live stream will be available. That'll be posted probably the day of on our social feeds. If we can schedule it and post it a little bit earlier, we'll try that this time. Not familiar with how to do that, so let's see what happens. And yeah, that's pretty much it, guys. So just signing off. Hopefully all the lifters are having a nice relaxing week. As mentioned, if you have any concerns or questions, do reach out. We'd love to help you out before the day. I'll see you in weigh-ins and ready for some big fucking deads on Saturday. Peace. Party on, and get in contact if you need to, guys.